Hi everyone. This is part 3. There we go. So, part 3 of the little ball game tutorial. This one's going to be about main menu and pausing. So, pause menu as well, and probably other things. I'll see how fast that goes actually. Okay, so first of all, we need a new folder into the content folder, which we're gonna call UMG, in which we're gonna put all of the interface widgets. So user interface widget, and we're calling this one pause menu. Okay, then open up the pause menu, add 2 buttons. Actually, add only one. We're gonna make it how we want it and duplicate it. So I need a text as well, which we're gonna center in it. That'll be resume. Hopefully that'll be big enough. And then Control C, Control V. This one is gonna be quit. So anchors, it'll be in the center, 0.5, 1, or actually 0, good. Down the center as well. Okay. So position Y, let's say 20, and 20 for this one as well, minus 20. Okay, so let's say this is our pause menu. We're gonna want to add an image to it, so grab these 2 buttons. Z order should be 1, because our background image is gonna be at Z order 0, and we want it behind the buttons, not on top of them. And so that'll be color and opacity. Opacity should be 0.7, and color should be black. 0.4. Okay, then we can add a little text there too, which is gonna be top middle. And we're actually gonna position it better than that. Okay, and then into the font we want, let's say 70, and then size to content. Good. Game paused. Alright, so let's say this is going to be our little pause menu. Now we want a panel that we're going to put right in here with 2 buttons in it. So anchors, let's say 150, then copy and paste. And anchors, this one, so left, position Y, 0. that 1, okay. And then offset right 0 as well, and 150 again. So select the canvas, leave just a little gap in between. Now from the center as well, we're gonna put it right there. This one's gonna be main menu, quick to main menu, and this one's gonna be quick to desktop. Hi Martin. Okay, so next thing we're gonna have to do is add functionalities to these buttons. So first of all, this panel should be hidden. Okay. Then when we click that button, unclicked, we're gonna, okay, that panel is not a variable, so check is variable. Then back to the graph, we have that canvas here. So visibility, visible, okay. And then what we're gonna do, button 71 and button 72 are gonna be disabled. Just a little trick, if you hold Control while dragging, it'll automatically be a get. So set is enabled, both of these will be false. And you'll see why I'm doing this in a minute. So quit to desktop shall be quit game, like this, as simple as that. I actually forgot to send the link to the live. Alright, so that's quit game. That would have to be open level, which will be the main menu level. And the resume should be remove from viewport, or for what, from parent. Okay, so we're just gonna give that a little test, which means we're gonna modify the player controller to actually use this UMG. So instead of quit game, add component, actually no, we're gonna get game paused. So is game paused? So if it's false, pause game. Set it to true, and then create widget, which will be our pause menu. Owning player should be always set to self, like so. And we're gonna add this to the viewport. And we're gonna set the Z order to be 1, just in case we add some player HUD, which will be player, which will be Z order 0. not too sure what that emoji means, Marius. But thanks for commenting. Then we should also show the mouse cursor. So set show mouse cursor to true. And also set the input mode to be UI only. In widget to focus, we'll select the widget we've just added to the viewport. And do not lock the mouse, because it's fun when you have multiple monitors to be able to get the mouse out of the game window when you're actually inside the pause menu. So that should be it. Okay, now of course I have to play this in standalone game to be able to test the pause menu. So, okay, pause menu, there it is. If I hit resume, okay, so our resume function isn't complete. Oh, I knew that, I don't know why I clicked on it. Okay, cool, so it is paused. If I hit quit, I gray out these two buttons and I can either quit to main menu or quit to desktop, which is working fine. Okay, so I only need to finish the resume function, which is this one, remove from parent. So we'll get this is actually owner, I guess. No, how is it? Owning player, that's. So get owning player. Now I don't know why there's two of them, but. And so this one, set show mouse cursor to false. So we remove the mouse cursor. Then set game paused. Should be set to false as well. Then remove this from parent. And then set input mode game only. And target will be this player controller. Good. Now that should work. Unless I forgot something. Okay, so pause, resume. Yep, I don't think I forgot anything. Good. Okay, so quit to desktop. So that was our little pause menu. Fairly simple, huh? Now onto the main menu. The thing about the main menu is I've kept you a little surprise for the main menu. It's not going to be a widget, it's going to be a map actually. So we're going to duplicate the default map, which we're going to call main menu underscore map, I guess. We're gonna open that map, save everything, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a goal blueprint right there, which is gonna be to level underscore 001 1. Then I'm gonna add another one to level 2. So instead of being a simple widget on which you click which level you actually wanna play, it'll be a level in which you have to enter whatever level you want to play. Now, of course, I'm gonna identify these so that the player know which level he's actually running into. So you can see there that this loads level 1. Whew, that was close. Now that we have a main menu, we're gonna go into the pause menu and change this one to main menu map. Alright. Okay, cool. So let's say we just jump into level 2 right there, and then decide to quit to the main menu. Oh, I did forget that to change menu we had to pause menu. Before we change level, we're actually gonna need to get owning player like this. Get pawn, get controlled pawn. So this is a direct reference to our pawn blueprint, the ball pawn. So we're gonna cast it to ball pawn. And then I don't know if you remember from the last video, but we actually had to set should reset level to false, so that it wouldn't reset the level when we load a new one. Because loading a new level mean we stop overlapping the game zone, and so it kind of enter a state in which it tries to load the next level at the same time as it tries to load the level you're in actually, and it just does that forever. So doing that fixes it. Now the game zone solution is temporary. I've already got a better idea that we're gonna do further down the road with this tutorial series, when more of the basic framework is nailed down. And so, okay, let's say I load level 2, jump there, and then quit to main menu. That's it. Oh, and I'm not focused on the game anymore for some reason. So set input mode, game only. Oh yeah. Of course I forgot to do this because pausing the game gives the input only to the UI. Now we remove the UI and load a new level, but we do not give the input mode back to game only. Good. Alright, now this is working. And I can, of course, pause the game, even in the main menu. So, what I'm gonna do for the main menu, actually, will be to just create a corridor straight corridor using BSPs. So geometry box. Let's say 600 by 600 by 600. Now this is completely optional. I'm just doing this for fun to give you a little example of the kind of menu I wanted to do. And so 600 is not going to be enough, I believe. Nope, no. Camera is going to be a nightmare to maneuver in this small thing. That should be much better. Alright. And so, okay, we'll make it, let's say, 5,000 long. Like this. And we'll do a cylinder that we're gonna rotate 90 degree. Like this. And then sides, let's say 32. Outer radius should be 600 to match the box. Now let's just delete this, position this at 0, 0, 0. Now the Y, because this is 1,200, this should be 600. Well, minus 600 or whatever. Just like that. And we'll make it 5,000 long. Like that. And so these two are gonna get copied and pasted. But I'm gonna make them a little smaller. And then a little, wow, they really don't like this. Okay, so I'm just gonna put them to the side. So instead of and put it onto subtractive and place it again at 0, 0, 0 to create a hollow corridor. And then same for this, 6,000, that'll be 500. Oops. And it'll be placed at half land at 1,050. Like so. Nope. Okay. Subtractive. Good. So we now have a little corridor that we can place the goal into to allow the player to choose each level. Good. This is actually going to be a pretty fun level selection screen. And so these two shall be inside somewhere around here. I guess I'm gonna put one here and then put one here. something like this. Put the ball nearest the level 1, like so. And I should have some text render. Yeah. So level 1. Which will be positioned above the box, like so. And probably a bigger font than that. Yeah, that's big enough. And then same for the level 2. Alright, so this is our main menu. Good. So we've got our first level that we can access this way. And again, if we go back to the main menu, we can decide to go into level 2. Oops. Like this. And I'm actually gonna put it back to 600, or actually 550. Good. And then voila. To get rid of that little bump. So okay, there it is, our main menu and our pause menu. Now, of course, when you get to the last level, it should bring you back to the main menu instead of the default level. But yeah, it's not really important. Well, at least not right now. Okay. Good. So I believe the next thing I wanted to do was, well, first I should cap the holes at the end of the corridor, because I shouldn't actually allow the player to get out of this this tunnel. So this and this. Okay. So instead of 6,000, that will be 5,800. No, 4,800. Like that. And same here. Okay. Cool. Oh, this might feel a little claustrophobic, so I might have to adjust this. It does feel a little claustrophobic, but I mean you can clearly see which level is which level and go to it, so I say that's good enough for me. And it actually looks kind of pretty, so why does it have a rotation? Like it just feels like it's rotated. Yeah, anyway, I'm probably gonna change these materials or just turn that into a static mesh, whatever. So this is our main menu, okay. Oh yeah, the next thing I wanted to do was to change the way I handle the game zone size a little bit. So this here has a box extent value that we can use. So into the construction script, we should create a new variable that'll be a vector. And so zone size. All right. And so we're gonna set box extend, yes. So no more adjusting the scale. So zone size should be by default 1,000. Like I've got it up at the moment. And we're also gonna add a tag onto this actor, which is gonna be game zone. All right. Next thing would be to go to the player, ball pawn, and we're actually gonna get rid of this. What we're gonna do instead is check if the other actors, we're gonna get its tags and contains game zone. And that's all right. And then, oops, shouldn't close that. We'll set up this tags as well to player. Then go into the goal blueprint and get rid of that. Get tags, contains, player. So if any actors that contain the tag player hits the box, it'll finish the level and load the new one. And the reason I did this is just in case you guys would ask me to make this a multiplayer game and there's multiple players, then any of them reaching the end of the level would load the new one, the next one, sorry. Okay, so now on to level 1. The reason I've added these box extent was to get, I've actually forgotten to expose it to a pawn. Well, that's not really useful, is it? So scale should be 1, 1. Alright, so default values. Then I'm gonna tell it that I want, let's say, 3000 on the x-axis, then 2000 on the y-axis. Yeah, that looks about right. Maybe just a little bigger, be on the safe side, and then yeah. So I don't have to play with the scale anymore. And it should still work, because that's fine. What? So that would be the proper way to do this. Now, another thing I just thought about, actor and overlap. Let me just check if there's a more efficient way to do this. Okay, no, there isn't. So, overlap. Class filter, that would be game zone. So this node should only return how much actors it's currently overlapping with that are game zone, basically. And so integer should be bigger than 0. If it's not, then you should reset the level. So basically this is gonna allow us to have multiple game zones instead of just one. Well, actually, this is the idea. I'll have to test this. So let's say I want more accurate game zones. Oh. So I decide to put a game zone around there, then another one around there, like that, and another one around there with y at 3000 or 200 and 500, 2500. So technically speaking, this should work just as well. So if I save that and play it, so as long as I'm overlapping one of these zones, even though there are several zones, I'm not gonna reload the level. But as soon as I'm not overlapping any, then I'll reload the level. Oh, I actually jumped too high and wasn't overlapping this one anymore. I'm gonna raise it a little bit. I'm actually gonna raise all of them a little bit. Just to be on the safe side. Alright, so this allows you to define the game zone a little bit more accurately. And yeah, I think that's something that's gonna be useful in the future. So yeah, that video is already about 50 minutes long, I guess. 45 minutes, so I'm gonna stop it there. There again, thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Don't hesitate to tell me what you think of the live streams. Like, should I stop doing live streams and basically just record the video, or do you actually like this? Also tell me if there's anything you'd like me to add to this game, or if anything wasn't clear enough in the videos. And yeah, that's it. So until next time.